Hello everyone, you are welcome to the series on church councils. You might have heard of the church councils spoken of by your pastor, your leaders, and even fellow church members. But what does it really mean? Throughout history, there have been various church councils where we saw the participation of various leaders of the church gathering together on very essential truths regarding the faith. And at the end of those councils, we found out that they came to a conclusion of very integral matters pertinent to the Christian faith. The first ever record of church council was the Council of Jerusalem in Acts chapter 15. Acts chapter 15 opens up with the background of some men coming from Judea to Antioch and teaching the church in Antioch on circumcision. Their teaching on circumcision was not right because they taught that unless one is circumcised, they cannot be part of the Christian fold. So after Paul and Barnabas had a lot of disputation with them, Paul and Barnabas set out to Jerusalem to inquire of the other apostles like Peter, James, on the question of circumcision. And at the end of the day, the conclusion of the matter was that circumcision shouldn't be a barrier for anyone entering the Christian fold. If you are old and you become born again, you don't necessarily need to be circumcised. That was on the matter of circumcision. Aside the council in Jerusalem that I just spoke about, there have been many church councils in church history. There have been the Council of Nicea, there have been the Council of Ephesus, there have been the councils of Chalcedon, there have been the Council of Constantinople, and many other councils where various issues pertinent to the Christian faith were discussed. Let me talk about the Council of Nicea. Now, the Council of Nicea happened in AD 325, where 300 bishops from both the east and the west of the church then came together on the matter of the divinity of the Lord Jesus and his humanity. Basically, the discussion centered around Jesus being God or not. There were two sides to this argument. One side, which was the thoughts or people who espoused the thoughts of Arius. The other side, which was Athanasius. In those councils, only bishops were allowed to come for those councils. And since Arius was not a bishop, he was a presbyter, he couldn't go for the Council of Nicea. So he was represented by Eusebius of Nicomedia. When Eusebius came before the other bishop on the matter of whether Jesus Christ was God or not, he made his point talking about the reasons he believed that Jesus Christ is not God. And after going back and forth, Athanasius, who was in counter argument to his argument, came out and said, there is one God in Trinity and Trinity in unity, not dividing their substance nor confounding their essence. Said, there is one person of the Father, another person of the Son, another person of the Spirit. But the Godhead of the Father and of the Son and of the Spirit are one. Glory co-equal, majesty co-eternal. The Father is of none, not made, not created. The Son is of the Father alone, not made, not created, but begotten. The Spirit is of the Father and of the Son alone, not made, not created, not begotten, but proceeding. That's where we now get the concept of eternal procession from. After Athanasius went back and forth with Eusebius of Nicomedia, then there was some other group that arose and said, since they are made in the image of God, then they are God, therefore they should be worshipped. To this, Athanasius said, God became man, that man might become God, both in his life and nature, but not the Godhead. And Athanasius silenced them. From that time, it was established that Jesus was not only human or fully human, but he was also fully God. Those are some of the councils that we have looked at in this session. 1, the Council of Jerusalem. 2, the Council of Nicea. In our next episodes on the church councils, we'll be examining the Council of Ephesus, the Council of Carthage, the Council of Constantinople, and many others that we had. God bless you, and until we meet again, stay safe. Bye-bye.